We can make it work with some starts. No shield. No need. I really don't want axe here. I need something other than axe for my opener. And that's, I think, my biggest issue for, like, the option I get right away. No Rune Tracer. Gives me pretty good kill threat, actually. Let's go. Rune Tracer is massive for us here. Do a Tract Orb. I want to try to collect as much as I can at a distance. Duplicator. Let's go. Probably not going to do Crown because we're going to take Curse, right? And if I'm going to take Crown, Curse this means I can't take Crown then. Double Duplicator early, though, with Rune Tracers is Pog. Skull. Really don't want to take it this early, but we're running it. Oh god, the amount of enemies we have coming after us right now is insane. It's gonna get nasty. Oh, yes it is. It's gonna get nasty before it gets good, boys. Oh, that helps so much. Oh my goodness. You guys don't know how much that was needed right there. If we can just run a certain path, we can force Rune Tracer to hit the mobs. Yeah, for sure. For sure, Litho. Library being the only one for level grinding kind of sucks. We're going to go Ebony Wings here. Doesn't help us a ton right now, but it will potentially later. Hallelujah. Library, I think, is definitely my favorite level. If you had to, you know, ask me, okay, Flight, what would you rather play? Library by far. My most enjoyable. No Bible yet. What do we do here? So our item compositions, we need to get, I'd argue. So I need to get Candelabra for axe, right? So I don't think we take spinach here. I think we do axe to try to get the AoE hits before too long. If you're trying to unlock everything, definitely you're going to want to do library. Library is by far the best for unlocking items. Song of Mana. We're going to try Song of Mana in this build. See how it goes. This is kind of an attempt at something. So we got Candelabra for the axe. Go. So we got Curse. So what are we going to grab for our last couple here? We can do Santa Water, and then we can do Bible. We're taking Bible for sure. We got Spellbinder. Oh yeah, I got both birds coming. Don't worry. I didn't have them yet. That was more the issue. I hadn't pulled them yet. I know better than to not grab the birds in a run that I'm trying to win late on. Probably makes humanity if I don't get them both. Let's go. That's huge, actually. We'll go Bible upgrade. Ooh, that's a kind of good and kind of bad because it gave me another skull. So what do we take for our final? I guess we could still take for our final. Spinach. We can still take spinach. It just won't necessarily give us an upgrade. Because then we can start going for tome. Because I'll need tome here in a bit before you know it. Tracer for sure. Let's go Song of Mana upgrade. So if I get all the items and then I pick a book after, I keep that. The book is my extra slot. I get an extra slot basically. That's how it works with them. That's why I always go for book after I've already maxed my item total. So we got spinach now. I can go and get. We're gonna show guides. We're gonna go get the magic tome now. Yeah. You can get, technically you can get both after. So it'd be maybe 8 items, not 7. Let's go Tractor upgrade just because I need the extra pull. Oh, that's a boss we can try to kill here. This is when things kind of get a little bit spoopy. Because if I pull a curse from a chest when I'm not ready to take on a curse level, it can get really ugly really quick. And we're not talking about your mother on a Sunday morning after she slept in and didn't do her hair. Like bad. Because the curse can really screw us over. But we're doing a decent job right now of power leveling through these guys. Bible's almost ready to be upgraded, which is good. So, you guys said that the Song of Mana upgrade isn't very good. Is there any particular reason why you guys don't like it? Because I'm going to get it this game. You feel it does less damage? What does the upgrade do? Because I'm going to do it this run just because I want the achievement, period. Does anybody know, like, what exactly it changes? It's like a garlic explosion? Interesting. Wider and I feel weaker. In my opinion, I kind of want the wideness to it then, but I can understand how that could be deemed a negative. For sure can understand how that's potentially a negative for you guys, depending on your build setup and composition. I'll see. Yeah, I'm for sure going to check it out, so I have to. As long as I don't die here. Just getting a little sketchy, but... Yeah, so the Lightning Ring is going to be my final upgrade, if possible. Whip upgrade giving you health is super nice sometimes. Okay, we're kind of in a little bit of a spot of bother right now, guys. Trying to just stay alive here. Trying to level a little bit in the meantime. This definitely is harder to grab Curse. Especially this early and have 3 stacks already on it. Makes it a wee bit more challenging. And we're also kind of like really relying on Song of Mana to do damage for us right now. And the cooldown is kind of killing me. Okay, we're out of that wave, and we're out of the guys who I can't one-hit, so we're good back to run again. Or we basically one-hit these guys. So. There's a boss behind us. We're just going to try to keep trucking. Bible X upgraded is nice. Okay. We're right next to Tome, so we're going to try to go grab it. I want to try to get that going. And then after Tome, it's farming and trying to level. Lightning Ring is just really nice because it's a much more all over the place upgrade at times, right? Like you're hitting a lot of units all at once, which is potentially very powerful and beneficial for you. Depends heavily on your composition though, and your build, etc. What you're trying to go for. I like the Axe a ton when it's upgraded, but I'm not a huge fan of Axe non-upgraded. Okay, I'm just chilling now. We're kind of just trying to power level for a bit. I'm at the point now where I'm doing enough damage to kill these guys. Axe with maxed out Focus Layers is good? Yes, it is. I also think Rune Tracers are slept on a lot. With Max Book, especially. Haven't had a run live where I max out Rune Tracer, then you have not been playing the game right, my friend. Rune Tracer is extremely strong early, actually. It's mid-game where it gets to be, in my opinion, pretty weak. It's when you get everything maxed, though, with it. If you have projectile bonuses added, etc., it can be an absolute disgusting beast of a setup. Rune is just, in my opinion, something that you need to build around. It's not a setup. Like, you need to be all projectile if you're going to do Rune Tracer build, right? Like, you need to have everything be projectile based, and that's how you're going to win the game, rather than something else, you know? Yeah, it out DPSs. It's just, again, the non-targeting nature of it can be problematic for people, which I completely understand. Panda Guy would be good with it. The Bones Man. Is really good with it. Bones and Cav have the same ability. It's just literally different starting weapons, so either one of them is good with it. Panda and Bones are both really good together. You've never gotten offered the bone? I've gotten offered the bone a handful of times. At least people have told me on stream I have. Bring on the upgrade, baby! Give me that curse. I want more! Oh yeah, Bone is harder to start with Curse for sure. Let me at him. Let me at him. Send them all. Send me the best you got. I'ma boom them. Show them how good I am. Don't want to Google it because I feel like cheating, but HS? Jockey, could you explain what you mean by HS there? How do you upgrade the damn Santa water? It is the Attract Orb. Attract Orb is how you get it upgraded. You're good. No worries. No worries on the typo. Okay, we get the axe upgrade now. Let's go. That is our big DPS dealer now. The next handful of run setup. Curse is now maxed. We're at our stone. So we are now at a point of maxed almost. I mean, we still got to get peach ones and such upgraded, and still a little bit more to go, but yeah. I'll show you damage meter when the run ends for sure. We're waiting because, and you guys can't see it, I've got one of those orbs down there. I'm waiting to collect all of them in a minute here. Yeah, I'm feeling really good. I'm not worried really whatsoever tonight. I'm going to try to let my levels chill for a bit now that I've got a collection orb down beneath my my camera right here. The whole point is to be at soft cap right now. So I'm trying to make it so that the enemies stay at a lower health pool, but my EXP is all combining in a soft cap so that I can go for it all at once and max myself without having anything to worry about. That's kind of on purpose. It also makes it so that the mobs that are coming in right now are easier to kill. They all go into a red orb. And the red orb will just chill until you pick it up, and it will just keep gaining EXP. That's why last run, if you paid attention, towards the middle of the run, when I collected all my orbs, I clicked through 17 levels. That's because I had soft cap for long enough that I had that much EXP in one singular orb. It's pretty nuts how it works, but that's kind of the gist of it. Do this for about 30 minutes, get about 100 levels. That's without curse being on, though, I think. With my curse, I get more. So soft cap is when, in this game, Uncle Swing, in this game, after a certain amount of time, if enemies are dying outside of your range, it basically keeps it where the amount of little rupees on the screen stop accumulating. A rupee turns red, and then every single of the monsters that you kill, all the EXP that from the rupees they would themselves drop get dumped into another rupee. That's kind of the general idea of it, at least. It's to help alleviate lag, and also make it so that builds like mine, where I can stand in place, I'm being both punished, but I'm also being helped. Right, the enemies now aren't gaining level. Yes, that's why you gain mounted levels. I didn't know that for the longest time either, Jockey. But I got taught that last time I played, 2 times ago, a couple times ago. Thanks for the follow, Swing. Appreciate it. I do stream every single day, sans Mondays. So, yeah, check it out. Come check me out again. I also do have a YouTube channel. I post mostly a tower defense game called Legion TD2, but I've been slowly posting more Vampire Survivor and other games in there as well. I've got a Discord and a Twitter as well that I post on. I did make a TikTok finally because people keep telling me it's a really good way to continue to grow your stream, so that's now a thing. So, not sure exactly what I'm going to post in there yet, but yeah. Maybe post my Rocket League clips. What makes bosses spawn? Certain time frames, I believe, static. After so long of a time, every so many waves, you'll get a boss. So wave 15, 20, 25, all the 5s I believe are big bosses. And then in between there's different things. Every wave is a minute, yeah. So I'm currently on wave 16, which is in between 16 and 17 minutes. I don't know if there's any other way to get bosses, though. If there is, I'm not aware of them, personally. Alright, so we're going to grab this and collect all of our EXP quick. So we were at 66, I think it was. Oh yeah, no, this game is phenomenal for how cheap it is. Alright, we went from level 66 to level 101. Which is pretty fucking insane. And there's another collection orb down there, so I'm going to try to not grab it. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, the song upgrade is definitely interesting. I kind of don't dislike the setup of it with curse and soft cap combined jockey. So I'm on a character that has higher curse, with a curse as well, with the fact that I've got soft cap, right? So it's a combination of all of these setups, right? I've got max curse power-ups, I've got curse on my character, and I've got curse, the item, giving me a ton more EXP than I would otherwise. Ow, I just like rolled my toe. That hurt. Kind of hyperextended it. I was rolling my chair a little bit there. But yeah, so far that's kind of all I understand, at least how it goes. I think it's best to kind of like stay a little bit lower on the screen as well, so that more mobs can like be indirectly running at you. The game ends at 30 minutes, technically speaking, because they send you a person to try to basically come kill you. You can, technically speaking, kill Death multiple times and unlock him as a character. But yeah. Do I post tutorials of this game on YouTube? No, but I can, Uncle. If that's something people are interested in, I'm willing to kind of formulate some tutorials for this game. I personally only have, you know, probably like 30 hours or so in this game at best, but definitely willing to post some more content about it. There was a lot that was added to this game, and so I think recently a lot that was added to the game. So I think a couple tutorials would be not terrible. I could go through each individual item. My favorite build, builds like this one where I can have any type of like Bible setup where I can utilize it to keep me at a distance from all the mobs. It tend to be pretty enjoyable for me personally. Okay, so not grab that, not grab that, not grab that. Nope. I play a lot of games, man, so there's Lightning Ring. Let's go. I'm a streamer by heart at this point, and I play a lot of video games, so I take in info pretty quick at this point. I like to think, at least. How do you feel about Song? I like Song so far. I like the idea that it's another AoE style-y setup. I would argue, though, that I think Song is inherently very difficult to categorize, because on this map especially, I don't love it because it goes vertical. Yeah, vertical rather than horizontal. If it went horizontal on Library, I think it'd be better. The only positive for library for this item is that when you run left to right, it kills everything above and below you without too much worry. But does it feel weaker after upgrade? I can't tell, to be honest with you, Slayer, because I'm now at a point where I've got Vandalier and other items that are carrying my identity at this point. I'm not sure if it's inherently weaker or not. Oh, I wasn't level max. There we go. Now I'm maxed out. It's one of those things that's tough to say. I really wish this game had a way for me to like jump in with a set item amount and test things, right? Like some sort of sandboxy thing, right? Like in Legion especially, like I use sandbox frequently because it gives you a good baseline of like how much damage is something doing in this controlled environment with nothing else, right? Because there's at times that I know axes are going to do more or less depending on what other items I have currently on my person. Rune Tracer has no upgrade, at least that I'm aware of. Litho. Duplicate is good for it. But it's not an upgrade. Dream of the Rune Tracer upgrade is going to be awesome. It's a neat item. Initially, I wasn't a super big fan of Rune Tracer when I started playing, but if you're playing Library especially, there's so many small nooks and crannies that it can bounce in between, right? And that makes it so much stronger. It depends, I think, heavily on where your setup is and how you're playing it. But if you can get a setup where you just are simply chilling like a villain like I am, is this game actually this easy, or are you making it look so? A little bit ago I was struggling really hard static to survive. In my opinion, once your build is capped out, the game becomes much simpler. And this level, right, Library I think is the easiest level by far. Library becomes very, very trivial very quickly to just kind of sit where you are and just kill things. So that would be my 2 cents at least, is this level is just really easy. It's not necessarily inherently that this game is easy by any means. Dairy was very difficult when I was playing it, though I can't say I played much Greenwood either. So it'll be one of those things I'll probably try to mess with the last one here soon. I think the best part about this game is the color, right? It's just very hypnotic, right? Like with the song, right? Like the pulsing out combined with the circular rainbow is very, very, very hypnotic to watch for an extended period of time. It's casual, but still allows you to play for goals or other things, right? It's pretty. It's very pretty when you're playing for an extended period of time. You just kind of get lost in the items. That's also part of the issue for this game for me, is that sometimes I do just get lost in what's happening because there's so many particle effects and everything going on. But for $3, you know, I can't complain. I know if I turn on Flash. And also damage numbers both get to be very, very seizure-y very quickly. For a lack of a better word, I don't know what to call that. Like, it becomes a seizure warning. Very much becomes a seizure warning issue. Reaper comes at exactly 23 minutes swing. Or, exactly 30 minutes. At this point, I'm farming gold. That's basically all I'm going for. So all these chests are basically just gold for me. So I'm starting to collect now just because then I'm not too worried about it. But you'll see here, I've got almost 85,000 kills already on this run. And the kills do start slowing down, the EXP starts slowing down a little bit more around here. When will you be doing garlic only? I don't think ever, my man. Oh, that one's getting a little close. I killed it. I did try to do the no movement challenge with Poe, and that was difficult, to say the least. I don't know if garlic only would be possible for me. What does garlic upgrade do? I think on damage it gives you slight health gain, right? It has like a health leech a little bit, similar to the whip. Yeah, I collect hearts. Yeah, I knew there's something to it. So we're getting towards the end now, and you'll see it's having a little bit more trouble dealing damage to these guys because my level's starting to get pretty high. Well, garlic is nice for certain maps, in my opinion, and without curse, it's actually really good. Curse is what really, I think, solidifies the fact that garlic can be problematic. As you can see right now, I'm not killing much. I'm getting a lot slower kills. I feel like a cat staring at a fish tank screensaver. I mean, hey, that's not a bad analogy. Does that mean I'm a fish, though? Am I at least a nice-looking fish, man? Like. Double curse about to complete. And it's to the point I can still walk around. Can't see what's happening, but I can move. Endgame, literally everything disappears, and a Grim Reaper attacks you, basically. Best way to describe it. Let's go! Huge EXP! Oh, I took some damage there. It hurt a little bit. At this point, I've got just a handful of things I gotta do with gold. So, revival, reroll, and then inevitably skip, which I'll unlock here next. Yeah, so you technically speaking can kill the Grim Reaper. Yes.